Chapter 6. And on the new moon of the 3rd month, he went forth from the ark, and built an altar on that mountain. And he made atonement for the earth, and took a kid, and made atonement by its blood, for all the guilt of the earth. For everything that had been on it had been destroyed, save those that were in the ark with Noah. And he placed the fat thereof on the altar. And he took an ox, and a goat, and a sheep, and kids, and salt, and a turtle dove, and the young of a dove, and placed a burnt sacrifice on the altar, and poured thereon an offering mingled with oil, and sprinkled wine, and strewed frankincense over everything, and caused a goodly savor to arise, acceptable before the Lord. And the Lord smelt the goodly savor, and he made a covenant with him, that there should not be any more a flood to destroy the earth, that all the days of the earth's seed time and harvest should never cease. Cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night should not change their order, nor cease forever. And you increase ye, and multiply upon the earth, and become many upon it, and be a blessing upon it. The fear of you, and the dread of you, I shall inspire in everything that is on the earth and in the sea. And behold, I have given unto you all beasts, and all winged things, and everything that moves on the earth, and the fish in the waters, and all things for food. As the green herbs, I have given you all things to eat. But flesh, with the life thereof, with the blood, ye shall not eat. For the life of all flesh is in the blood, lest your blood of your lives be required. And the hand of every man, and the hand of every beast, shall I require the blood of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. For in the image of God he made man. And you increase ye, and multiply on the earth. And Noah and his sons swore that they would not eat any blood that was in any flesh. And he made a covenant before the Lord God, forever throughout all the generations of the earth in this month. On this account he spake to thee, that thou shouldest make a covenant with the children of Israel in this month, upon the mountain with an oath, that thou shouldest sprinkle blood upon them because of all the words of the covenant, which the Lord made with them forever. And this testimony is written concerning you, that you should observe it continually, so that you should not eat on any day any blood of beasts, or birds, or cattle, during all the days of the earth. And the man who eats the blood of beast, or of cattle, or of birds, during all the days of the earth, he and his seed shall be rooted out of the land. And do thou command the children of Israel to eat no blood, so that their names and their seed may be before the Lord our God continually. And for this law there is no limit of days, for it is forever. They shall observe it throughout their generations, so that they may continue supplicating on your behalf with blood before the altar. Every day and at the time of morning and evening they shall seek forgiveness on your behalf perpetually before the Lord, that they may keep it and not be rooted out. And he gave to Noah and his sons a sign that they should not again be in a flood on the earth. He set his bow in the cloud for a sign of the eternal covenant, that there should not again be a flood on the earth, to destroy it all the days of the earth. For this reason, it is ordained and written on the heavenly tables that they should celebrate the Feast of Weeks in this month once a year, to renew the covenant every year. And this whole festival was celebrated in heaven from the day of creation till the day of Noah, 26 jubilees and 5 weeks of years. And Noah and his sons observed it for 7 jubilees and 1 week of years, till the day of Noah's death. And from the day of Noah's death his sons did away with it until the day of Abraham, and they eat blood. But Abraham observed it, and Isaac and Jacob and his children observed it, up to thy days. And in thy days the children of Israel forgot it until ye celebrated it anew on this mountain. And do thou command the children of Israel to observe this festival in all their generations, for a commandment unto them. 1 day in the year, in this month, they shall celebrate the festival, for it is a feast of weeks, and the feast of first fruits. This feast is twofold, and of a double nature, according to what is written and engraven concerning it. Celebrate it. For I have written in a book of the first law, in that which I have written for thee, that thou shallest celebrate it in its season, one day in the year. And I explain to thee its sacrifices, that the children of Israel should remember, and should celebrate it throughout their generations in this month, one day in every year. And on the new moon of the first month, and on the new moon of the fourth month, and on the new moon of the seventh month, and on the new moon of the 10th month, are the days of remembrance, and the days of the seasons in the 4 divisions of the year. These are written and ordained as a testimony forever, and Noah ordained them for himself, as feasts for the generations forever, so that they have become thereby a memorial unto him. On the new moon of the first month, he was bidden to make for himself an ark, and on that day the earth became dry, and he opened the ark, and saw the earth. And on the new moon of the 4th month, the mouths of the depths of the abysses beneath were closed. And on the new moon in the 7th month, all the mouths of the abysses of the earth were opened, and the waters began to descend into them. And on the new moon in the 10th month, the tops of the mountains were seen, and Noah was glad. On this account he ordained for himself as feasts for a memorial forever, and thus they ordained. And they placed them on the heavenly tables. Each had 13 weeks, from one to another, past their memorial, from the first to the second, and from the second to the third, and from the third to the fourth. And all the days of the commandment will be 52 weeks of days, and these will make the entire year complete. Thus it is engraven and ordained on the heavenly tables, and there is no neglecting this commandment for a single year, or from year to year. And command thou the children of Israel that they observe the years according to this reckoning, 364 days, and these will constitute a complete year, and they will not disturb its time from its days and from its feasts, for everything will fall out in them according to their testimony, and they will not leave out any day nor disturb any feast. But if they do neglect, and do not observe them according to his commandment, then they will disturb all their seasons, and the years will dislodge from this order, and they will disturb the seasons, and the years will be dislodged, and they will neglect their ordinances. And all the children of Israel will forget, and will not find the path of the years, and will forget the new moons, and seasons, and Sabbaths, and they will go wrong as to all the order of the years. For I know it, and from henceforth shall I declare it unto thee, and it is not of my own devising. For the book lies written before me, and on the heavenly tables the division of days is ordained, lest they forget the feasts of the covenant, and walk according to the feasts of the Gentiles, after their error, and after their ignorance. For there will be those who will assuredly make observations of the moon, how it disturbs the seasons and comes in from year to year 10 days too soon. For this reason the years will come upon them, when they will disturb the order, and make an abominable day the day of testimony, and an unclean day a feast day, and they will confound all the days, the holy with the unclean, and the unclean day with the holy. For they will go wrong as to the months and Sabbaths, and feasts and jubilees. For this reason I command and testify to thee, that thou mayest testify to them. For after thy death thy children will disturb them, so that they will not make the year 364 days only. And for this reason they will go wrong as to the new moons and seasons and Sabbaths and festivals, and they will eat all kinds of blood with all kinds of flesh.